Hey everybody, it would probably help if we had our mics up.
Sorry.
We were both like, hey, it's the dog. What's going on?
He's so adorable, like we've never seen him before.
Look, now he's drinking my margarita. Hang on a second.
Don't do that. So Jen, in case you're wondering what John's got, it's a margarita.
We're back in the cafeteria cup that I stole from Sanford's cafeteria. It's okay. We gave them, well, my parents gave them enough money over the course of a few years.
You're not wrong.
Hi, Heather. Heather says hi.
Heather, hi. I don't see it. Hi, Heather. Hi. Hey, Heather. I know you.
The Derek Frank says, hey, y'all.
Hi, Derek.
Right up from Nash Vegas.
Y'all.
I got to hang out with him over the weekend. And he is going to hang out with our friend David Dollar here pretty soon, which is going to be fun.
Well, that is fun.
So,
David's a fun guy.
But Derek's a pretty awesome dude.
He's hip. He's cool. He's a fun guy.
Derek, I think I sent you a link to this podcast, but he's one of the co-hosts of
Living. Me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah, sure.
This is Tanya, by the way. I forgot what her name was. But Derek is one of the co-hosts of a podcast called Living with the Land Speeder that I sent you a link to.
That's
with
like something I want to listen to, and I don't recall this, but
with a certain voice actor that we both like from Clone Wars and.
Is it Jack?
Do it?
Is it Jack?
No.
No.
Oh yes, it is. Sorry, yes.
I love it.
You need to go back and listen to that.
Okay, well.
Yeah. So you need to.
He's the bomb.
So, yeah. But Derek's a pretty cool dude.
Probably can't say the bomb on Facebook. Sorry, Facebook.
It's true.
Aww.
We also probably shouldn't talk about our dog drinking a margarita either, but it's what it is. So it's been a little while since we've seen y'all. We have hot minute. We have a new logo.
Yeah, we do.
Hang on a second. That we actually created a while ago. There it is in the corner.
Well,
we did it together. Like I asked you for
feedback. I gave some input.
You did. So like it was a mutual effort. You get design creds for it along the way. So little fresh new look. Still working on a new intro, outro, that kind of thing. But we are back, and here we go. So tonight's episode. Actually, let's go back. I haven't done this in a while, so let me rewind.
You got to do the tail of the tape.
Yeah.
Today is Tuesday, June 6th, 2023.
There's something very important about June 6th, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to share with you in just a moment that I'm surprised you don't know. But our question of the day is, what is the best part about going on a trip? Super simple. Had some great responses on the Facebooks earlier, and we're not going to read out all of them, but we are going to read out a few here kind of towards the end, and would love to hear from you. If you would like to pop in and tell us what you think the best part about going on a trip is. Yep. What'd you say?
Nothing.
You were like making a hand motion over there or something. I don't know what's going on anymore. So.
Did we ever?
No, not really. Yeah, this is not correct. So we're going to take that off. Our actual topic is not what I just put up on the screen.
I didn't see it.
Because I didn't change that. But our actual topic is...
Can you tell we're out of practice?
Yes. Is a little bit of Disney news and Tanya's recent trip.
Yeah, but I like our new logo.
Yeah, it's fun. It gives a nod to the old one, but it's a little fresh new look.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
Yeah, it is.
So there we go. Some tips on the Tuesday.
Regarding travel.
I don't know why I said that. But anyway, so we'd love for you guys to like, share, and or make a comment. All those kinds of fun things.
Happy comment.
So, happy comments. No sad comments. I mean, sad comments are okay. It's National Churro Day.
There you go. What a segue.
By the way. You're probably like, wait a minute, where did that come from?
If I had known that, I would have gone to Sam's Club earlier.
Yeah, well, I mean, hang on, I'm trying to put this on the
when you hear churro, you think Sam's Club. That's immediately where your mind
There
goes.
we go. All right.
So are you going to bring up the whole Disneyland, Disney World debate?
Well, yeah. What churros are better?
I don't know for a fact, but I've always been told Disneyland.
I thought you had one in Disneyland.
I don't know that I've ever. What, 10 years ago?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't recall.
All right, well, I guess, anyway, I do not recall.
I don't think I had a churro, because I'm not typically a churro person.
They say, if you've had both, tell us what you think. Which churros are better, Disneyland or Walt Disney World?
Tell us.
People say the ones in Disneyland are better because of the water. I don't know.
Because the water in Florida stinks.
They have more flavors.
Is that chocolate?
Yes.
And like icing?
Yeah, they've got so today is National Churro Day. They're celebrating it in Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And all the parks, they've got some with like chocolate on them, some with what look like to be like Fruity Pebbles.
It does look like Fruity.
Your traditional kind of cinnamon sugar churros
like
with
corn.
caramel sauce. Yeah, one that looks like corn, oddly enough. Powdered sugar.
I would eat it.
I'm just kind of going through all the different ones that are here.
Spicy chili cheese?
Yep. Sign me up for that mess. Strawberry lemonade, chocolate hazelnut strawberry, s'mores churro,
s'mores,
bacon, peanut butter, and jelly.
Oh my word!
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I'm sure how I feel about that, and it's met with great approval.
It's Tums. That's what I feel about it.
You're not wrong.
So, and then the Cosmic Disturbance churro, because Disney has to come up with a cool name for everything. I'm not really sure.
Better than Chamber Pop, so I'm cool with that.
I hope that makes it come back this year.
It never went away. Like, it's been at several things, I feel like.
Well, anyway, we do have a little bit more Disney news to get to.
Besides there's news
besides National Churro Day. Because a lot has happened in, what, 5-ish months. Yeah. So, of course, you've heard about the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser will be closing its doors. The last sailing, I believe, is on September 28th.
I'm devastated.
If I remember correctly. A whole bunch of other things are going away. Annual passes are coming back. Annual passes came back. Park pass reservations are going away for ticketed dates.
There's that awesome ticket special.
Dated tickets.
For June, July, for July, August, and September.
So, what else has happened? 2024 packages have released.
But not military.
But not military rates yet. No, but 2020.
Because I called yesterday.
Yeah. 2024 packages for Walt Disney World have released, and not Disneyland yet. But Walt Disney World, you can book your basically a hotel and ticket package for the entire year next year. It used to be you can only book them up to 499 days in advance. That is no longer the case. It is now whenever those packages are released, you can book for the entire year, which is pretty great. So. If you would like some more information on that, hit us up at travelnationteamrogers.com. Fill out the little info form there. I'm sending most of the new referrals over to Tanya, and she'd be glad to help you out and get that going. Do what? Not automatically. Okay. Not right now. No, but it should.
That was internal.
Internal. But that's actually. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. So remind me about that later because I need to change that. Also on the old Travel Tips Tuesday. Did you tell them about the ticket deal? No, we can't. Can I share this and then you can tell them? All right. Linktree.com/Travel Tips Tuesday for all your Travel Tips Tuesday needs and vacation planning. If you want to know where to find us on Facebook, YouTube, out there in podcast land, vacation planning, information, all that kind of stuff, check us out there. Tanya has something she would like to say about some tickets.
Well, it's just they've got that really good deal. It's essentially $396.
Yep.
About $400, so about $100 a day approximately for 4 days. And they need to be, it's one park per day. You cannot double park. You cannot go to Magic Kingdom 2 days. You have to go to each park one day. Has to be used within a 7-day period before the end of September. It's a great deal.
Yep,
I mean, I feel like when I was a kid, they were like $99 a day.
Yeah,
that was a while ago.
And now single park per day ticket prices, standalone, are $140, $150 a day.
It depends on the season. It can be even more. Yeah. So that's a great, you're locked into the dates once you pick them. Mm-hmm. But it's a great deal.
Yep.
That's pretty solid stuff. That appeals to you.
It is. So I'm going to scroll through kind of some news things to make sure I'm not missing much. Oh, the Around the World Disney Parks experience through Adventures by Disney is coming back for 2024. It's a private jet adventure. It's entire
75 days or something like that. Yeah. The first one was 75 days, wasn't it? But this one's short.
I don't know, but it's about the same cost. I just know that much.
Oh, well then maybe I'm.
It's just a cool $115,000.
Cool.
But yeah, so there are.
You've got laying around, that 115 that you're just saving for a rainy day.
Depending on how many Adventures by Disney trips you've been on, gives you the ability to book this at a certain time. So bookings open for the general public on June 19th, but I would not be surprised if this sold out before it went on sale for the general public. So there's some information.
And if you've never been on an Adventures by Disney, that's something we'd be happy to talk about.
Why should they go?
It's a very different experience. Yep. It's very, very high quality immersion, full immersion into the culture that you're visiting, and very exclusive, museums only open to you, exhibits only open to you, things like that, with two personalized guides. So, I mean, that's just I don't know. When people think Disney World, Disneyland is a lot more than that. The Adventures by Disney would be. I really want to go on the Japan trip.
Oh yes, that one looks pretty amazing. A little out of my budget. Yeah.
But would be incredible.
Yeah. Jonathan Clark says hi, friends.
Hey, Jonathan, let's go.
Good grief. Wow.
Oh, Daniel's there too. Hi, Daniel.
He did. I can't read. He has a comment about the question today, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But it's a good. I like his comments. Right up your alley.
And then Derek says, the churros are better at Disneyland, but everything else is better at Disney World.
This is true. I've got a friend that used to be a Disneyland annual pass holder that lives in Southern California that said that Walt Disney World is better than Disneyland. There's that. Phantasmic is on hiatus through at least Labor Day in Disneyland. Really? Yeah, small little incident happened a few months ago.
Did I miss the incident?
Well, yeah, the dragon caught on fire.
Oh, no, I did know that, but I didn't realize that was Phantasmic. For some reason, I was thinking that was Parade. I don't know
the dragon has a name?
Maleficent?
No.
It's not Maleficent?
No.
But
well, I mean, it's the Maleficent dragon, but it has like the actual like.
What is the name,
not
John?
the carrot Murphy. You know why?
No.
This is true. I'm not making this up.
He's making
So
it up.
there were so many issues creating the dragon for Fantasmic.
Murphy's Law, Murphy?
Yes, there were so many issues creating the dragon for Fantasmic and Disneyland that they named it Murphy because so many different things happened, way over budget, blah blah blah. And the dragons in Fantasmic for Disneyland and Walt Disney World are very different. The one at Walt Disney World is actually on a scissor lift. You wouldn't know that, but it is. So behind the scenes,
thanks for taking the magic away.
I did. I took all of it away in one scoop. So I don't know why I said that. Swoop or scoop. All right. I'm just scrolling back a little bit more. There's like so many things that happened over the past few months, but I think
There's
that's
been a
enough for
lot.
now.
Chances are you're up to date on most of it,
Yeah.
or it's not relevant anymore.
Yeah, this is very true. So, in answer to our question of the day,
What was the question of the day?
question of the
I was
day.
listening.
To recap, is what is the best part about going on a trip? Going on a trip. And
Daniel
Daniel
said-
says, by far the best thing about taking trips is trying new foods or going back for foods you've dreamed about since the last time.
Daniel knows the way to my heart.
There it is.
It's food.
Which, yeah, absolutely. No, I mean,
100%.
there's something there, for sure. So
When we were there in January, I wanted to get that waffle from Sleepy Hollow.
the spicy chicken waffle
Yes,
sandwich.
and I did not get it. And not a day goes by that I don't think about it.
I think about that thing all the time. So good. It's delicious.
Jonathan knows what I'm talking about because he
Yeah.
didn't get it either.
I hope. Oh, we didn't talk about this. So this reminds me because on the old dining plan, the spicy chicken and waffle sandwich used to be a snack.
What?
So the dining plans are back for 2024.
It's not still a snack. They figured it out by now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
sure.
know. We'll see. I don't know.
That's spicy chicken.
But for your trip next year, Disney dining plan, Mills family, I think it'll be
After
good for you guys.
January 9th.
Yeah, January 9th and onward because they don't want. I guess marathon weekend ends like January 8th.
Does it?
Yes, so it's January.
It's early.
It's January. Yeah, it's a little bit earlier this
Okay.
year, but roughly January 3rd to either 8th, I think is what it is, somewhere in there. But anyway, so Tanya has some stuff she wants to talk about. She went on a trip very recently.
I went to my very first all-inclusive resort and my very first time to Jamaica, and it will not be my last of either of those. It was an incredible time, and I took a million pictures, and I still haven't really posted about it because I was just so overwhelmed. I posted stories while I was on the trip, but it was great. We were invited by Palace Resorts. We went to Moon Palace, Jamaica, which is in Ocho Rios. It was an easy, like 90, maybe a little more than 90-minute drive from the Montego Bay Airport. Pro tip, you go to Montego Bay, you want Club Bow Bay on the way in and on the way out. Just don't question it, just do it.
What is Club Bay?
Club Bow Bay is essential.
What? No, but like, what is it?
I know what you're asking.
Okay.
I'm being silly.
All right.
So when you arrive, it's expedited going through the arrival process. So I was met off the plane, someone holding a sign with my name, and she walked me through all the customs, all that kind of stuff, an expedited line, and I was through in no problem, in no time, with no problems. And then I was delivered. She made sure I had my transportation worked out, like all of that stuff.
Mhm.
She was wonderful. And then took me to the lounge where they have food, drinks. It's all included in what you pay. You want to tip them, obviously, when they're serving you. But a nice little lounge. We hopped on the bus. Like I said, about 90-minute drive there. Easy. The roads were nice. You get to view of the ocean the whole time. It was beautiful. And then on the way back, you get to go through, there's an expedited security line going through the Montego Bay Airport. And then there's a beautiful lounge with all kinds of food, full bar, beautiful bathrooms that they literally like wipe down every time someone comes out. Someone's in there like wiping the bathroom down. It was gorgeous. It was a wonderful place to, the Montego Bay Airport is not, like if I have to spend layover in Atlanta, I'm okay. There's like places I can go, places to hang out.
Yep.
There's not in Montego Bay. Unless you're in Club Mo Bay.
Yeah, there's not a lot there, and even in the departure area,
The
where the
ceilings
gates
are low,
there's not a
they're
lot.
narrow. It was not a pleasant place to be. I was very, very glad that I had Club Mo Bay, and we can book that for you.
Yeah, you can, and sometimes we can even book it for you at a discount, depending. So
It's definitely essential.
for sure.
Because when I arrived in Montego Bay, there was a good little line to go through, customs and all. But sometimes I've heard of people, there were other Travelmation agents like a week or maybe 2 weeks before, very recently before I traveled to Jamaica, that had to stay on the plane because the immigration line was backed up to the gates.
Oh my goodness.
They could not get off the plane because the immigration line was so long.
Wow.
That's not a thing with Club Nove. You get off and they take care of you.
Yep.
So, it's not that expensive. $35 one way, so $70, $80 maybe bucks for both.
The arrival service is a little bit more expensive because you get more for it. Yeah,
it was
because you get escorted through and expedited. Think Fast Pass for not Genie Plus because Genie Plus, but
you know what Fast Pass.
Yeah, think Fast Pass for customs and immigration.
Yeah,
great, it's definitely worth it, especially if you're traveling alone. I would say.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And I felt very comfortable traveling alone.
Mm-hmm.
I've met up with people in the Club Nove lounge.
For sure.
But before that, I was on my own and I was very comfortable. I know there are a lot of concerns with travel to Jamaica because the government gave, I don't know what the word is for it. It's not a warning.
I'll pull it up.
But some kind of concern. Well,
yeah.
In fact, so several people are nervous. What I understand is it actually is a lesser warning than they had before. But the fact is, Jamaica runs on travel. If you stay on the resort, if you stay on guided excursions through your resort, through Viator, whatever, we're not going to book you on anything that's unsafe. You're going to be fine. You're safer than you would be. I'm from outside Atlantis. I felt much safer than I would walking around downtown Atlanta.
A travel advisory.
A travel advisory. Thank you.
Nothing. Yep.
The things that are going on are legitimately no worse than what's happening in downtown Atlanta, downtown Huntsville on a daily basis, and they're not in the tourist areas. They do not want to mess with tourists. That is how they make money. They do not want to mess with you. It was incredibly safe the entire time. There is security on the resort properties. Whether you're at Palace like I was or Sandals, any of those are going to have security. You're not going to see them.
Yep.
They're not going to be like lined with AK whatever's all the way around. I mean, it's not like that.
AK whatever's is a new model.
That's the latest. Did you know that?
It is.
It is. So anyway, it's very safe. I just wanted to address that. Again, it's safer there on property of the resort than I would be walking around certain areas of Huntsville by myself. I mean, hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your husband, because they're raping everybody out.
Oh my
right?
gosh.
So I'm safe.
So
I'm safer there.
I have to edit that out for podcast.
Please don't. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right, Antoine? Okay.
Antoine Don said the pride of Huntsville, Alabama.
The pride of Huntsville, Lincoln Park
boy.
Apartments. Okay. So
I'm pretty sure I did a DoorDash there once. Anyway, go
Palace
ahead.
Resorts is yes, Kristen saying she felt safe on her trip to Jamaica. It was wonderful.
Yep.
When you're in Jamaica, you have to try the Red Stripe. That's their beer that they brew. It was delightful. I'm not a huge beer person.
While you're chatting, I'm going to put your pictures up on the screen.
I thought it was delightful. I loved it. Palace Resorts has an adults-only brand, which is the LeBlanc, correct?
Yes.
The Palace brand is for families, so we saw several families there. Now, we were traveling mid-May, so it wasn't very crowded. It's an excellent time to travel. The service was exquisite. Every staff member that we came across was happy to serve us. It was wonderful.
It was working earlier. Now it's not working.
It's not working. That's okay. I can ramble on for days.
This is true. Yes, you can.
Stop. So anyway, it was a really wonderful experience. I will be fully honest with you. This particular Palace Resort, not all Palace Resorts, this particular Palace Resort would be better for someone on a budget. If you are, I'm on a budget. It was very luxurious to me. We have high-end clients that I would not recommend this particular property to.
Okay.
It was beautiful. It was clean. It could use some updating.
Sure.
And a little bit of repair, but the staff was delightful. The food was good. There were a few things that I was like, "Oh, this is so good." Most of it was just good food. It wasn't necessarily anything to write home about. But for the price you can get, this was an excellent resort. And like I said, the staff made it for me because they were so happy. They were so funny. We had, just so many really good interactions with the staff there. that I was really, really happy with it, and it was just a beautiful property.
So up on the screen right now, we have a picture of your
so this is
resort room.
our room. This is for 2 heartbeats. So there was 2. They said doubles, but they were more like, I think they were probably queens.
Right.
So these are 2-person rooms in this particular building. Like I said, they do have them for families. There is I believe it's called a French balcony, where it's not like you could really walk out onto a balcony, but you could definitely open the door all the way. And we had a beautiful view of the sea. The room itself was plenty spacious. It was gorgeous. It was clean.
Yep.
I mean, it's an all-inclusive resort, so there was all kind of drinks there was like a little liquor cabinet that had, rum, several different, like maybe 4 or 5 different liquors.
Sure.
And then all kinds of things in the refrigerator, including juice boxes, because it is a family resort.
There you go.
If you do have, like, say for instance, you're traveling as a family and you have like connecting rooms, they'll take all the liquor and stuff out of the rooms that the kids are in. They've got PlayStations. Like they're definitely accommodating for children. And there is, you'll see in a bit, well, I don't know that I really had good pictures, but there's a kid place that you can, like they have essentially babysitters. So you can drop them off and have a little bit of time. It wasn't a huge resort, so I didn't feel like I was just walking all day long. I liked that. The dog is like...
The dog's like...
really trying to get out of the room.
Nah,
the door's open like this wide. He's like working his way. Anyway, so that's
funny.
the room. It was beautiful. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very beachy, fresh. You can go on unless you want me to continue coming up with adjectives to describe this room.
Keep going. I want to see how creative you are.
They do. You can see a little diffuser in the corner, and the steward who
Where?
does the turn down service down in the bottom left.
Oh, that's what
They'll
that is.
put
Okay.
essential oils in there and stuff to diffuse, like nighttime oils, like lavender and stuff like that. It was really nice.
That's a nice. It's not. That's a kind of nice.
It was nice. It was great.
Have one of those for this office.
Yeah, we didn't realize it the first day. I thought I had one.
No, I do. I've got one over there, but I like the way that one looks.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
What is that right there? Is that
a little coffee maker? It was kind of sad. It was just a coffee maker.
I mean, at least you got the caffeine.
The room service was excellent. You can schedule it ahead of time to be delivered in the morning. We had a very good experience with room service. There is a buffet room. Half of this plate was fine. I didn't have anything that was bad. I really didn't. But I did have a few things that were very good.
Looks like you got some pasta, rice.
The macaroni and cheese was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was very gourmet.
Is that quinoa or what is that?
It's like a couscous.
Oh, couscous.
It was delightful.
Okay.
On the bottom right, there was like a shrimp jambalaya that I still think about. Like, yep, it was really good. The tart was okay. The shrimp cocktail was good. But it was just, it was nice. We had it for breakfast one day. It's just a nice option. We stopped in there and just got like a snack when we first arrived because we had dinner that night. It was a little bit later and we were very hungry. So it was the buffet was a good option anytime. And there were a lot of options. Just some pretty pictures of the resort. It really was beautiful.
Is that a swim-up bar right there on the pool?
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Yes, it is. Or you can walk up on the other side.
There you
go. We ate at Pier 8, I believe, the first night.
Okay.
With
Seafood, I'm assuming?
BDMs.
Okay.
Well, just kind of, kind of upscale Jamaican fare.
Gotcha, okay.
I got some fish that was really good, but my friend Angela got this pasta that was really, really good. And so I ended up eating like half of her food.
There you go.
He wants another margarita.
Thank you.
Yeah, the dog?
Probably.
Is that why he was leaving? He was going to get a margarita?
I know I do, that's for sure.
After the dog drank it?
Yeah, pretty much.
The food, yeah, it was good. I took pictures of all of this, but I was trying to kind of keep it.
Oh, fair enough.
But the little dessert was like coffee and chocolate, and it was.
Ooh, that looks nice.
The servings, the whole time we were there, were fairly small, which I appreciated because then you can just eat more.
Yeah,
more
you can eat more.
And it's all inclusive, so they're going to keep bringing it. If you,
right.
if I wanted another one of these, I would have, but it ended up being exactly the right size. They know what they're doing.
Right.
Dinner was delightful that night.
There we go.
Just kind of a view. You can see kind of some of the mountains. I didn't realize this, and I probably should have, but it's like a tropical rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just gorgeous to have like the sea on one side and the tropical rain. We did get up into the tropical rainforest on like the third day.
Nice.
But that was kind of a view from our room one morning that I enjoyed. We did get room service. I got a really nice bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on a brioche bun with French fries. I don't know
brioche
why.
Bun.
Oh, I love
the George
brioche.
is coming out.
Listen, don't start with me. And bammy bread, which is like, I don't really understand.
Wait. Hang on. Brian's on the line. Hi, Brian.
Hey!
He's one of my favorite people, hailing from wonderful North Carolina. Glad you're here, buddy.
I mean, it's not Georgia, but it'll do.
Yeah.
She got these little sweet rolls that were almost like cinnamon. There was like a cinnamon roll
Just
and a croissant and a glazed donut.
Kind of combined.
Yeah, it was delightful.
Kind of Danish-like, but without the stuff in the middle.
Right.
Sure, I don't know. There's
mimosas.
Yep,
100%.
there you go.
What else would you do?
Of course.
They didn't have an option on room service to order mimosas, so we ordered orange juices and said, please add champagne.
But what are these little round things?
They're bami bread.
Oh, that's what you're.
I
That's
don't
the
fully
baby bread.
understand what
Okay.
it is.
All right.
But it was delightful. So we were able to get access to the hydrotherapy every day that we were there. So we did it both full days that we were there. Bread is life, Brian. Yeah.
Brian says, miss you guys, but please continue the brioche talk. Bread is life.
Yeah,
So there we
brioche
go.
all day long. So I've never done hydrotherapy. I've heard about it and I didn't fully understand it. But it's basically a series of stations that the attendants will guide you through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of alternating between, hot and cold. So there's like a dry sauna. There's a wet room, which just felt like walking outside in Alabama in the summer.
Mm.
And this was the ice room. There's just several different experiences, and you end up kind of in a big pool area that you'll see in a moment. But this is the ice room. It was cold. It was not my favorite stop on the tour.
Don Fortner, one of our other fellow travel agents, is on. I do love me some Jamaica jerk chicken.
So Don, I did not get jerk chicken, but I got jerk
What?
fish, and I really enjoyed it. There was like a jerk cut,
Oh,
and I liked the fish.
I
I prefer fish over chicken, but.
I love some jerk chicken. It's good stuff.
What does Kristen say?
She said
Hydrotherapy.
Hydrotherapy is the way to go.
Yeah, it is. I was not expecting much, and I was very delighted. But you can go on to the next, because I think I have one of the main pool. So the women and the men
this
are
is pretty
separated
cool.
and guided through these stations together, and then you come to this main pool together. And one couple was there on their anniversary, and it was really sweet. I didn't get a picture of it because obviously they were there,
Right.
but they had rose petals and done like a big heart, and they had a little thing that said happy anniversary. It was really, really sweet.
That's pretty cool.
On the right is a polar plunge pool, which I took a video of us going into, and I'm not 100% sure I can post it. All the language is not probably child friendly.
Fair enough.
It was very cold. We'll just say that. And then on the left, the little pool that you see in
Yep.
the back is a hot tub, which was delightful. And then the middle was just like kind of a regular pool. It's probably
I like the
75,
lighting and
80,
stuff, though, and little fountains in there.
gorgeous.
That's pretty
It was
cool.
Gorgeous. And they gave you like watermelon infused water, or they gave us chlorophyll water, which I don't fully know what that means. I know what water is, and I know what chlorophyll is.
There you go.
But
good for you.
It was lovely. Just
Go
another
with
kind
that.
of view. Up on the mountain, if you were to look very closely, you can see the ski lift that took us to the top of Mystic Mountain. So it's just kind of fun.
Is that what that is right there?
It's over to the right.
All right, let's see if we can find it.
Yeah, all of that.
Oh, right there. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I
all
can
of-
kind of see that. Yeah.
All right along there if you want to move the
Okay.
cursor.
Yeah.
All of that is a ski lift that takes you to the top of Mystic Mountain. This down here
Yep.
is a pier. The second day we were there, the carnival, I forgot. One of the carnival ships was docked there.
There you go.
Actually, the third day we were there. So that's kind of just a neat little area there. He just, he went away. Y'all
Yeah.
pause.
Give me a second. There we go.
They had several different places on property. The Loud Bar was fun. We did end up going one night, but not for very long. But they have pool tables and bands, and it's just loud. It's just kind of loud, but it's grown-ups only. And it was a really pretty, I don't know, kind of a funky atmosphere. Kind of nostalgic. It was really neat. I enjoyed it. They have a gaming area that's all video games. And they had ice cream and popcorn, because why wouldn't you? But it was a really cool gaming lounge, wired lounge.
Was that part of like the kids or teen area?
No,
or-
I mean it appeals to teens, but anybody can
Okay,
go.
just wondering because I know like some all-inclusive resorts have
It was not
like
specific
exclusive
to teen.
areas like that. Okay, just curious.
It was cool. This is like a kid's splash pad, obviously. That's really fun. And then if you want to go to the next one, there's little sand area, which I was like, my kids would love, because we don't have like a sand.
They
area
would
at home,
spend
so
the
it's, like,
whole
messy.
time there. Let's be
100%.
honest.
There is an area inside. I didn't really get any good photographs of it, but there is an area inside. I believe it's for an additional fee where you could drop your kids off and they can spend the day there.
Gotcha.
Or hours, whatever, if you just want to go to eat or whatever you need to do. But it was really cool looking. That is kind of like their little wedding pavilion.
Okay.
They do have an Indian chef on staff full time. They can do full Indian weddings. They can do kosher weddings. They can do. I mean, they really appeal to different groups, and I mean, I know like with Indian weddings, there's like a whole bunch of activities
Right.
that go along with that. They're able to do that, so that's really
That's
a
pretty cool.
really neat thing. Yeah.
So do they have like kayaks or canoes? Is that what that is?
They do have some non-motorized water sports. Yep. Derek is also saying no jerk chicken. I know, but Derek, I'm not a chicken gal. I don't
This
love,
is true.
unless it's the Lord's chicken
This is true.
from Chick-fil-A,
Yep.
and I don't even really love that. I just don't love chicken. I love fish though. They did have a double
Hurtful words.
wave rider, which I did not get on because I know my limits.
Your friend Angela got on it though, right?
Yeah, Angela even, man, she was on it. Yeah, several people did, but not me. The gym was awesome.
Here we go.
The trainer there was really cool. He was really nice, and he does group classes throughout the day, water aerobics, even all kinds of different.
Is that
things.
open? Is that open air or is that
No,
enclosed? Okay.
those are windows. Yeah.
All right. Just couldn't tell.
It was a little muggy. Oh, there. So there's like the main dining room, and then there's several restaurants open around dinner time, right? But then there's like a little kind of lobby, like off the lobby area. It's got sushi, it's got pizza, it's got paninis. The sushi was very good. But then there's like a little coffee shop that also had pastries and had these crepes. And this was a ham and cheese crepe, and it was
it great?
really good. There was a sushi from the place.
Don't know
Delicious.
Tanya. She's gonna get herself some sushi.
I love it. I had
Yeah.
sushi for lunch yesterday.
Is that that looks like a paper plate?
Mackenzie, Angela, hey Mackenzie, first of all, hey girl, hey, I'm glad you're here. Angela was fun to watch. Mackenzie knows because she's helping us with videos. But like we were doing the snapping, you don't even know. We were doing the snapping stuff,
Okay.
and Angela got on the wave rider and was lighting it, and then like snaps like 3 times. It was like a good 3 times, wasn't it, Mackenzie? And then she like kept riding the wave rider. I was like, I don't even.
Mackenzie's
I
real
don't know.
nice. I like her.
I like Mackenzie
She's
too.
good
We like
people.
you, Mackenzie. This probably should have been turned.
Yeah.
But there were several different, there were cakes,
Turn it.
there were tarts, there were, these are bonbons that you see in the center here. Truffles, a lot of stuff. And they made this cutest
Look at
little
that.
lattes. Mackenzie, I lived off that sushi too. It was so good. Look, Brian loves Mackenzie too.
She is. You sort of Mackenzie. Look at that, Mackenzie. You've got
Mackenzie, hashtag Mackenzie's awesome.
Yep. She's got a fan club.
She does. 3 members.
She said the video is almost.
Oh,
done.
yay! Okay, but there was one person at the patisserie that was making just really cute latte art.
There we go. Look at that. Good.
We went to
gracious.
Momo. I can't tell you how
Wow.
proud I am in this picture, and I didn't even do anything. It just was luck, but I'm really proud of it. Momo is the
Is that Angela?
hibachi. No, Angela's
that?
sitting next to me. I don't know.
I'm just looking at I don't know whose
It
face
was
this
really
is.
fun.
But
It was a
look.
delightful experience. Don's like, we all love Mackenzie. Yes, we do. I'm telling you, hashtag Mackenzie's awesome. Okay.
It's trending. Money
But
shot.
it was a money shot, Brian. I don't even know how I did that. Look, Kristen too, 4 members. 4 members. So Mackenzie's probably a member of her own fan club, so we'll
She
say
is.
5. But yeah, it was like the servers were hilarious. The chefs were hilarious. They were so funny. We were singing songs. The server kept bringing his special shot called the Hulk.
What
We
was
didn't
in
know
it?
what-
You know, nobody knows.
No, it was proprietary. He would not tell us.
There you go.
But it was a really, really fun, energetic experience. We had a couple that had just celebrated their anniversary, whose names I cannot remember. Thompson,
Okay.
Billy.
Okay. They were at the table with you.
Yes, and they
Okay.
spelled out "I heart you" and like vegetables and fried rice.
That's delicious.
It was so sweet, and then he lit it on fire.
Oh, look.
And we also had her anniversary. Mackenzie, I know. You're like, you guys.
She's the best. All right.
All right, so that was just a fun one. I had to throw that one
Is
in
that
there.
done?
Yeah. But see,
Okay.
he's carrying the food on his head and stuff. It was really funny. Anyway.
Totally getting photobombed.
Was it apple tequila, Mackenzie? Because I asked him and he was like, I can't tell you. And I was like, okay.
Apple tequila.
I'm not going to question you. You know what you're doing.
That seems kind of like a Jamaican thing. I don't know
Okay.
why, but it does.
I believe you, Mackenzie.
Maybe I'm thinking of Appleton rum, which is Jamaican. But anyway,
Sushi there for our appetizer.
there you go. Some edamame beans.
It was delightful. And
That
then
looks
all the food
delicious.
was like, it was just all very good. It was all delicious.
Minus the shrimp for me, but the fried rice looks amazing.
It was all delightful. So the next day we went to Mystic Mountain. Yes, Momo's was so much fun. It was, Kristen. Like, it really was. Okay. So the next day, you can actually see our resort. like right there.
Yeah, and that's the cruise ship right there.
That's
right?
the celebrity.
The
Carnival
whatever,
cruise ship,
yeah.
and then right above it is our resort. That building is our resort, so we could see it from Missing Mountain. It was really cool. The track you can see on the bottom is the bobsled track. I was so excited we're going bobsledding. It was like a little mountain coaster, but it was still a lot of fun. Mackenzie said it was fun. She has
allergies.
Yeah. Gluten, right? It's not. I believe, Mackenzie, you're not able to have gluten. I just announced that on the whole internet. I don't know if you wanted that known or not, but Momo handled us well, which I thought was wonderful. This is our dinner. We had a catered meal the last night.
Here you go.
For Travelmation. It was put on by our BDMs. It was great. There was a steel drum band. It was super fun.
It's like a custom menu sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to choose.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Maybe we did.
What is
Maybe
that? Is that steak and like jerk? What is it?
I think it's tuna.
Okay, because that looks like jerk seasoning.
I don't know. It was all good.
That looks very good.
Yeah, I just
starfish.
Starfish. I was so excited.
Did you get to hold it?
I did hold the starfish, but I'm afraid to post it because I'm afraid people will come after me.
Okay.
At breakfast, there was a Bloody Mary / mimosa bar, which,
wow,
it's not breakfast without that. So,
of course not.
Right. Okay, so Club Mobe Lounge departing. Mackenzie says, yep, gluten allergies were handled 110% at Momo. Very good. So that particular restaurant especially was really good at handling it. Club Mobe, I had to get the patties. The beef patties were delightful. Yep. She just kept bringing them. And then, of course, I had my red stripe. Got to get one more red stripe before I was on my way out. And again, I'm not a huge beer person, but I did enjoy the red stripe. Brian, meat pies are the best. Oh, there I am on the little...
You dead man. Sorry. A little bit
on the little bobsled. Tuna and steak. Okay, I thought it was two different things, but then I was questioning myself, Mackenzie, so thank you. Yeah, the little bobsled, you push the little levers forward to go faster.
I think it's called an Alpine coaster.
Sure.
Does that sound right? They've got one in Gatlinburg.
It was fun.
Or Pigeon Forge or whatever.
It was really fun because William came right after me, and there's like one part towards the end where it like really jerks you. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then it's like cranking you, you get on the little thing, it's just like, you're going all the way back to the top. And like about, 30 seconds later, I heard William, and I was like, I know exactly where he is on that course.
Oh, William Campbell. I know.
It was painful.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun. Red Stripe isn't my favorite, too much bite for me. Again, I'm not a beer person, so I don't know how to compare that. But I enjoyed it. But
this is our last picture, I think.
You do you, Brian, right?
Yep, that's the last one.
Okay, so overall, it is a more affordable resort. It was still very nice. The service was nice. The entertainment was good. I really don't have anything to complain about. It just was not... It met my expectations. It did not exceed them. Does that make sense?
Gotcha, yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
Maybe for like an entry-level all-inclusive experience for a family.
For families, especially, it would be really good.
In Jamaica, for sure.
But again, if you're on a budget, you can't go spend $10,000 somewhere. This is going to be a really good choice. I had a great time.
So Jamaica has a lot of different areas. There's like the Montego Bay area where where the major airport is. There's Kingston, which not a lot of people travel to Kingston for pleasure. There's Ocho Rios, there's South Coast. So it's got a lot of different, and there's some other areas I didn't even mention. But Ocho Rios is great because, again, the rainforest, it's very close to Dunn's River, where there's a new Sandals resort that is just open, that's in the area. So there's
Dunn's
a lot.
River Falls.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in the Ocho Rios area, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and definitely think you would enjoy it. It's good stuff.
And again, it's like a 90-minute drive on a bus, fine roads. I mean, we were on a big motor coach. Yeah, it was wonderful. Mackenzie saying it was like an Alpine coaster. I really enjoyed it. It just makes me want to go back and try more all-inclusive resorts.
Of course.
But I had a very good time. there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, who do you? I mentioned like say first time people from your house.
I would say first time people on a budget.
Okay.
Families, especially maybe smaller children.
Okay. Besides the food, what would you think your favorite part about the resort is?
I think the staff.
Okay.
They were awesome.
Is there anything they did particularly well outside of, say, like handling food allergies?
They were just all so friendly.
Okay.
They were just so friendly. They seemed genuinely happy that we were
there.
Gotcha.
I think in a lot of, at least in my limited experience with all-inclusive resorts and some that I'm familiar with, many people are focused on like the food and the amenities in the room, but a lot of times you don't think about the service as something else you're paying for, because gratuities are included at the vast majority of all-inclusive resorts that are out there. Typically, unless you have spa services or butler services. That's a kind of a general rule of thumb. But Palace Resorts does a pretty decent job, and I'm confident in their brand. I got to visit.
I would be very happy to go to another Palace Resort or LeBlanc. Yeah.
I visited essentially a year ago from when Tanya almost went on this trip. I was at one in.
You were at Moon Palace Cancun.
Yes.
Yeah. We had a friend there last week. Sarah just got back. Was just there maybe a week ago. Yeah.
So definitely recommend it. They do have one. Palace Resorts has one regular adult only all-inclusive property. Really? Yes, it's Sun Palace in Cancun. Is adults only. They call it the Baby LeBlanc. So if you're looking for an adults only experience with Palace Resorts, but you don't want to go necessarily all the way up to the LeBlanc, it is a 5-diamond AAA award-winning resort. It's one of the best resort brands in the world. They're well known for service, like all Butlers? The things. Yes, butler service on every single floor.
All butler.
All butler.
All the time.
Yes, all butler, all the time. Travel Tips Tuesday.
I was going to say it's Travel Tips Tuesday after dark. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Jen knew it was coming.
Ding. So, but anybody else have any questions about that's on for her experience in Moon Palace, Jamaica? We'd love to hear from you.
Don's saying he wants to go back. Mackenzie's saying the staff treated us Disney level kindness. I mean, they were so happy that we were there. They really were. And I thought Yamon was like just kind of like a stereotype joke kind of thing. They literally say that to everyone.
After everything.
I was like, I'm not.
It's kind of like saying, okay.
Yeah, it's just a thing they say. I thought it was funny.
Okay, all right.
I'm sure people, like normal people, know that, but I'm fairly sheltered. So, and then Kristen was saying the staff was great. They were. That was one of my favorite things.
The Jamaican people are very hospitable. They're glad you're there to spend your money.
They want your money.
They want you to come back to spend more money. But really, it is a good place. It can be kind of interesting getting in and out of the airport. But again, Club Mo Bay is a great thing to have.
It's definitely. I would say don't go if you can't get Club Mo Bay.
Being that both of us,
it's not even an option. Just make it essential.
Since both of us have been through the airport, we're more than happy to help you navigate that so you're ready to go. So,
I thought about something a moment ago and now I've forgotten it. I don't know.
I'm going to pull up the live feed so we can take a quick peek at the question of the day responses, and then we'll roll out for the day. So, thank you guys again for joining us and hanging out with us. Give me a second here. It's not cooperating because...
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. The last night we went to Noir, which is like the dance club area, and the staff was just, they were having just as much fun as the people inside dancing. One came behind the bar and was like giving dancing lessons. It was so funny. There was a group there that were joining it, like inviting us to join in their dance. The staff was great. The other guests were great, and it was a great time to travel. If you can get away in the middle of May, it's an excellent time to travel. It will never be busy. I understand not everyone can do that, which is why it's a great time to travel, because most people cannot do that. But if you can, it really was. But the staff, I can't say enough good things about them.
Here we go. So, what is the best part about going on a trip? This is our question of the day, and we're going to scroll on down. Derek says the excitement leading up to it, and then a few other people said this as I skimmed through earlier. And I definitely think that's true. The anticipation of it all is definitely fun. Leslie says the drinks. I kid.
Yeah, I know she's kidding, but it really.
But yeah,
everybody's got to do their own thing. Right. I enjoy it.
But when you go to Jamaica, and it's like when you go to Jamaica, what do you think of? You think of rum, and they have that's one of the things that they're known for. So they're going to make good rum drinks. Similar things with like tequila.
But you got to know your limits, and that's not for everybody. And that's all fine.
Absolutely. So.
So she's teasing.
Yes. Jane says getting out of the usual routine and environment, which is
true.
A big deal. Just disconnecting.
I think the lack of responsibility.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
I have more than one job. I have several children.
Yes.
So I'm always having to be responsible for stuff and take care of things. And if one thing slides even a little bit, it all just kind of crumbles and falls apart. Yep. It's like a domino effect. So having to be like, it doesn't matter when I go eat. I don't have to fix anything. There's no dishes. Like just that lack of, I only have to worry about myself is wonderful.
You do you.
Which we don't always get that because we
Right.
take kids on vacation, right? Obviously, we
Sure.
don't always leave our kids at home. It just looks like it on the internet.
Sure.
But,
It looks like it on the internet.
but
Fair
that's
enough.
one of my favorite things. Go on.
And then kind of the last one that hasn't already been addressed is Kelly says depends on the trip, and then she's like a laughing face, which is
She's not wrong.
that's true. Sometimes it's about the destination. Sometimes it's I don't know about the food, the stuff you do. There are a lot of different answers that you can go with.
Yeah, and it depends on the trip. You're right.
So, once again, if you would like some help with travel planning, feel free to reach out to us at travelnationteamrogers.com. All things Travel Tips Tuesday, linktree.com/Travel Tips Tuesday. Would love to connect with you guys there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out about traveling to Disney destinations and beyond. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys coming back and hanging out with us tonight. Don says thank you. Glad you're back.
Aw,
we're glad to be back
Don,
also.
thank you.
So we've missed being able to do this, and we're glad to be able to do it once again. And thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.